Hello, Larry here with PriceIt Software. Today I want to show you how to set up your Shopify store inside of PriceIt. First thing you want to do is come down here from the order entry screen. You can click on the shortcuts right here, and then you can come down to Shopify. When you click on Shopify, you're going to see an area here where it's the setup area. If we click on right here, this is going to show the different stores, and I can sort of go between the different stores here and the different ones. Like there's a perfect image one here and then another one here. So what you need to do to set this up is when you're here, you want to get the API key, the admin API key, the store name, which is going to be the URL or part of the URL, an API version, which is called a webhook version on the other side, on the Shopify side. And then of course, fill this information out here. So I'm going to show you how to get there, how to do that. What you want to do is you want to come over to your Shopify. You want to log in. Once you log in, you're going to click down here on the far left where it says settings. Once you get to settings, you're going to click on apps and sales channel. And once you get here, you'll want to go ahead and create an API login. And what you'll do is you'll click on develop apps for your store. And I'm going to click here. And it's going to say here, create an app. So I'm going to click on create an app. You need to give the app a name. So I'm just going to call this one PriceIt. And this is going to be the address app developer. And we're going to click on create app. All right. Once we're in here, we want to go in here and configure the API scopes. So we're going to click on here and click on admin API scopes. And we want to go just through here and just click off all the ones that say read, because PriceIt doesn't send any information to Shopify. So everything has to read. So you'll just want to go through here and click on read. Wouldn't worry about what it says. Just go ahead and click them all through. There's a bunch of them in here. We click on read. Go on through. Click all these other ones here. And we'll go here. Let's keep going until we reach the bottom of the list, which should be shortly here. Read. We keep going. Let's see, all the way down to here. Read and read. So this version, this is that webhook version that we're talking about, that we're going to put in the other information later. So this one's 2022-07. I'm going to click on save. And that sets up the API configuration. Once we've done that, then we can go into the credentials. We don't have any access tokens yet. So we're going to install the app. We click on install. App has been installed. Okay, so this is very important. What you want to do is you're going to need these bunch of information in here. You're going to need this API key, the secret key, and then of course this token right here. What you'll do is, I would recommend is saving it to say something in like a notebook right here. So at this point, because you can only review it once, I'm going to say reveal token once. We're going to copy and paste that to a notebook so that we have that for later. I would recommend saving this as well. Maybe label them what they are. And then we're going to come in here. We're going to grab this one. And we're going to come over here and save that as well. And this last one, we're going to grab the secret key as well. I'm going to come back here and put that here. So this one's the secret key. And sometimes I go in and label them as well. I'm going to say this one's the admin API and secret. And that way I know what to do with it in the future. All right, so we'll save that information and we're going to move on to the next part of this. So we're going to say app settings over here. We're going to look at that, make sure the app name is correct, price it. We have the app developer here. And then we're going to go back through and just double check everything, make sure it's working correctly. Looks like everything was done. We have the credentials here. Now what we need to do is we need to take that information into PriceIt. So pretty straightforward. The address, let's pull up the address is going to actually be right here. Or you can use this one, either one. This is the one that was created with. This is the one that we created. So this is the primary. So I'm going to use that address. So I'm going to go back to PriceIt now. And I am going to open up, let's see here if we can find that. Oh, that's not the one. We're going to go here. And we are going to go into shortcuts, Shopify, setup. All right. And then we're going to say new entry. So new entry. Store name is going to be the same one. It's be the name of your store, whatever you've named it. In this case, it's test. The API key is pulled from this information. API. And we're going to grab that. One of the things you want to do is make sure that when you're pasting this stuff in, as with any place in PriceIt, make sure that you don't have an extra space at the end. Okay, good. That pulled that out. When you copy and paste something, there's a tendency to have an extra space sometimes if you're not careful. I'm going to double do this because I want to make sure that that's correct. All right, so let's do this again. Copy. I'm going to go in here, drop the key in. Admin, that's the next one down on this list. Or actually, the first one on this list is the admin API. And I'm going to click on copy. I'm going to drop that in here. And the API version is that 2022-07 time zone that we're in is Eastern time zone. Of course, you'd put yours in there, type of order. We're only going to be taking screen print orders from here. We do want to update customer if any additional information is being imported, and we're going to import pricing. I think we set that up to say no. Yeah, we want to say no on that. So import pricing, no. We're not going to assign this customer to a specific customer or anything like that. So now at this point, we're going to go to the orders and we're going to select the store, which is the test store. And I'm going to click on download new orders. Okay, this says authentication failed. So one of the things you want to do when you go back is you want to look at some different situations as to why it may have failed. One of the things I do is I come back here and I come in and say, okay, well, what's the settings here? I want to make sure that all this is working correctly. The store name, I should have put this in as the store name. I can see that that's the mistake that I made. For the store name as test. So I'm going to grab this and go copy. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to put in the store name as it was meant to be. And we're going to say paste. And then now everything should work. We're going to go to orders and we're going to say download new orders. Error 5. Okay, we're going to say, okay, so we're going to pick that one because the test one was not correct. I'm going to pick this one. Again, we need to make sure this is done correctly. So now we have the store name correct. We're going to click on download new orders. And that's it. So we didn't get anything because there's no orders in my store. If there'd been an error, it would have shown. So again, one of the things you want to make sure when you're doing the setup is that you put the store name in here. And again, that's information that you can find back here in your setup area. So if you have any more questions, give us a call, 802-257-5188. My name is Larry. I hope this has been some help to you. Take care.